Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of TC Talk, back today with another video. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about some skirmish results, but also really just talk about some heroes that you should probably look at and pick up. With the new skirmish season and with the new Living Legend point system, heroes are going to be Living Legending a lot faster than normal, right? So I want to try to give you a couple heroes that I think have good, reasonable power level, are super fun to play, and ones that you can like invest in a little bit as a Blitz player and feel good about it because they're not going to go anywhere, I don't think, anytime soon. So we'll get right into it. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. If you're a long-standing supporter, thank you so much as always. Feel free to check out the Patreon and Discord down below. Also, check out my channel. On Friday, we are doing our spoiler video for heavy hitters. I think we're like the first spoiler video to air, or one of the first. It's the first day of spoilers. So super excited about that. Definitely check it out. And yeah, close to 3,000 subs, which is insane. So we'll keep cranking at it. So with Living Legend, right now, skirmish season is upon us. We just had the first week, and normally it's only 2 points per skirmish win for a hero. Well, with the recent Living Legend points update, now it is 4 points per win. So heroes are going to be ascending to LL a lot faster than normal. In the first week of skirmish season, Chain accumulated 100 points, putting him at exactly 500 and allowing him to be Living Legend as of the 24th this week. And you even see heroes like Kano and Kasai. I mean, just think about it. The top 3 heroes alone accumulated 192 Living Legend points. That's an insane amount, right? So I fully expect Kano, Kasai, and Ira all to hit Living Legend by the end of this skirmish season, and other ones will be knocking on the door. So the thing is, like, what heroes can you potentially play that are going to be around for a while, that you can invest in and have some fun with? Now, heavy hitters is going to come out in January, and we're going to get some more Blitz heroes with that. I think it's like 6, which is insane, or something like that. And you could definitely take a look at those. But I'm going to give you 5 other ones today that I think you'll enjoy, and we'll kind of go from there. So the first one is Data Doll. Here's all the heroes. First one is Data Doll. They don't have her picture for some reason in general information, but she says whenever a mechanologist item with cost 2 or less is in your ban, you put it into your banish zone from your deck, put it into the arena. So basically with her, you run boost cards with a mix of items and be able to play a really aggro strategy. Now, before Bright Lights, she didn't have a lot of aggro-based 2 or less cost cards. Now she has a lot, right? She has Boom Grenades is the obvious inclusion. She has Penetration Script, Overload Script, all of these really, really good cards, and she's able to just have this crazy hyper aggro game plan and potentially race you down. She has 0 Living Legend points right now, but I don't think people are on her. I think she's actually a very strong hero in Blitz. I just think people need to figure her out a little bit, but this is definitely one I think you could check out. The second hero is Emperor. So the Emperor is, you may only have red cards in your deck. Action, pay 3 resources, search your deck for Command and Conquer, attack with it, then shuffle. So I think that the baseline power level for the Emperor is pretty good. It's pretty high. So the biggest thing about the Emperor that I think is in your advantage when you're playing him is unknown information. Your opponent does not know, is this an all attack action Emperor with like a couple, wizard spells here and there, like Sap and Ether Quickening and all these, right? And Swell Tidings, and these really big power spells. Or are they a complete arcane-based Emperor with like some minor attack actions, right? So they don't know, do I run AB3 into them? Do I run AB2? Do I just run AB1 and not care, right? Like, what do I do? So Emperor has a lot of unknown information, and even me just testing on Talishar, I've ran Emperors that were running like Crown of Providence and Brage Force Bracers and all this, and we're just like more tanky and running attack actions. And then I found super Stormstriders builds where they were just all arcane. So you have a lot of unknown information on your side. His access to Flame Scale Furnace allows him to play Command and Conquers pretty easy. You can play out a string of attacks, activate Furnace, go get your Command and Conquer, which is really, really good. So he has a lot of cool options and a lot of cool things he can do, and you can just play a lot of different types of builds with him. So I definitely think he should be in your rotation or thought process as well. For the third hero, Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy. Now, Dorinthia is not exactly like this top deck, but I have seen a couple cool builds. I'm pretty sure she's won. I could be wrong. Maybe she hasn't. She has. She's won Living Legend points before. Not this season, but she has won 11, right? I think that she has some capability because it says the first time Dawnblade Resplendent gains go again each turn, you may attack with an additional time with it this turn. So it doesn't have to hit. It just has to gain go again, which is pretty good, right? It allows you to basically have 2 sword swings every time as long as you can give it go again, regardless if it hits or not. And it just allows you to have like this almost like Saber-like build, but with Dawnblade, and you can have like all the cards that care about Dawnblade in your deck a little bit more, right? So because a lot of the power cards that say when your Dawnblade swings, it doesn't say like just the general Dawnblade. It counts Dawnblade Resplendent as well. So definitely try her out. Look up some builds. Just see what people are playing. People have done some like most played decks on here on February. Sorry, brain fart there. But definitely check it out. I think she's worth looking at. And I think she's a lot of fun if you're wanting to just go off the General Dorinthia list. The 4th out of 5th one is Prism Advent of Thrones. So Prism has a total of, let's see here, 26 living legend points. She's accumulated 12 so far this season. And she is a really interesting hero. She's kind of like the next evolution of Prism. And her angels, I think, and her ability to slow you down are really, really good in this format. And also when it comes to this format in general, the decks that run poppers that are really good, like Bravos in the meta, obviously, and then, Rhinar is in the meta a little bit. But after that, like, there's not a, like, Vincent maybe, but there's not a ton of people. There's a lot less popper presence, right? People are trying to run a lot more clean decks, a lot more finely tuned decks. So even decks that normally had poppers in their sideboard might not have them in Blitz. So I think she's a cool option. Definitely has good, reasonable power level, and she's really fun to play, right? The Angels are super fun, and I definitely think you should try to check her out as well. And then the 5th and final one, I think she's going to have a lot of play once Chain officially leaves at the end of this week, is Vincent. Vincent's power level in Blitz, I think, is pretty good. We saw Yanji Lee win Battle Hardened with her. She just has a lot of power, and it's a lot harder for decks to slow her down sometimes. In the Blitz format, she can just kind of go, balls to the wall and really just throw an insane amount of damage at you, and a lot of decks aren't fully prepared for it. She can get fatigued, but honestly, it takes a really skilled pilot at only 20 life to do that. So overall, I think she's in a good spot. Right now, she currently has 23 living legend points. So like the highest one I just told you all about is Prism Advent of Thrones at 26. Vincent has 23. We have Dorinthia Quicksilver Prodigy at 11. The Emperor only has 7, and then Daedal has 0. So all these are super low. Other ones you could possibly look at, I think Yoji's really cool. Definitely look at him if you really want to like a really control game plan. And then the final one I think is really fun actually is Levia. I think Levia actually has some play in this format. It's just she takes a very skilled pilot to be able to know how to manage the flip, because since you start at 20 health, you basically have to you only can lose 6 health before you have to like manage when you can flip and when you can't. But she also just can go full redeem game plan and go really low, play like a really aggro strategy, banish a lot of cards, and then flip into redeemed and basically gain life back. So definitely check out her as well. But overall, I'm okay with the Living Legend format. It does feel a little bad if you're wanting to play a top deck, because you're going to have to switch. Like me, personally, if I was playing Skirmish season, I was going to start with Kasai. But I might only get to play her, it looks like maybe 1 week right now, because she's going to get more points next week with Chain gone. So, I had to play Kasai this week. The next week, maybe I play Ira. Then the next week, I have to play like Rhinar or whatever, right? There's some fun in that, but also some frustration, and I get it. So I'm trying to give you all some heroes that you might want to look at. One bonus one also is Valda. I think Valda is really cool. I don't know a ton about her, but every time I play against a Valda, man, they can hit you hard. Being able to create a Seismic Surge, whenever an opponent draws a card during the action phase, create a Seismic Surge token for each card drawn this way. At the start of your turn, if you control 3 or more Seismic Surge tokens, cards you own with Crush gain Dominate. She can just throw some insane turns at you. Definitely something y'all should check out as well. There's a lot of cool Blitz heroes that are playable right now. There's obviously some top ones, but I think like heroes just need to be played a little bit more, to be quite honest. And so I'm super excited to see how people invent and kind of go from there. Also with heavy hitters coming out, we're going to get the new young Kasai and get a lot more cool heroes. I think it's like 6 or something like that. But if you like this type of content, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. If not me, it's totally fine. Go to our Flesh and Blood Career, leave a like, comment, subscribe on their stuff so we can get more people seeing this game. I have a spoiler video come out Friday, so check that out if you so wish. And yeah, we'll try to make daily content or close to daily content for y'all and keep it going into the next set. But thank y'all so much. Hopefully y'all have a good rest of your week. Have a good Thanksgiving if you're in the U.S., and I'll see y'all next time on TC Talk.